If elected, how would you work to create an open dialogue between yourself and your constituents?
Paul, please.
I would have regular meetings, regular open town hall meetings, but I'd also have as transparent a online presence as I could. I think I have a pretty good online campaign, and we would continue a lot of that effort, talking with our constituents through Twitter, through blogging, through Facebook, through our website, through the states, as well as my own efforts in being able to communicate with people so they know what I'm doing and so that I know what their concerns are. I'd make it as easy as sitting down at your computer, and we'd certainly have an active constituent services office as well.
Sandy, please. Thank you.
Thank you. That's kind of a question I love to answer because my office is always open. My youngest children are in college or beyond, and you know, if anyone knows me, they know they can get a hold of me Monday through Sunday when I'm not in Springfield. I have a great legislative aide who's here today with me. I believe constituent services are probably the backbone of any representative, whether you have it on the county level, mayoral level, trustee level, whatever you can do for your constituents in the type of government that you serve. That's why the word representative actually means something. Office is open. I have also, in case anyone in the teaching profession would like to get their kids involved here in the schools, is that you can actually watch us online live while we're down in Springfield. It's kind of sporadic when you actually see us, but I've had people that have just been amazed at either the lack of service that they're getting in Springfield or just amazed at the discussion and the debate that goes on the floor of the House.
Thank you, Sandy. Next question, please.
How will you work to ensure that Illinois state universities remain affordable and prioritize Illinois students?
Okay, Sandy, please.
Well, one of the issues that we've been working with, and I'm sure the students here are aware of, we're having the task force to discuss about textbooks. That's a huge issue for all the university students. If the schools aren't as organized enough to be able to provide that textbook list for their classes, you don't have an opportunity to go online and do a little competitive work with Amazon.com, for example, and find your textbooks. That's kind of one of the important keys for a student to be able to afford a university. The other is kind of, it's kind of a tricky subject because the universities have elected trustees who make some of those decisions, and it's kind of sort of the will of the House to try to, very discouraging for us many times to find out that if you have a winning football season, you get a $500,000 bonus. You don't have to win, you just have to have a 1 over 50% to get that $500,000, $500,000 bonus by a coach. Those are decisions that are made at the local level by the trustees, and we find that very frustrating, certainly in government, to try to pull back on that. I think those are the areas that are important for us in the legislature.
Thank you, Sandy. Paul, please.
Well, first, I agree with everything that Mrs. Cole just said. Those are very important issues to be working on. Some of the other things that, in addition to that, I would want to look at would be, for instance, who gets in-state tuition and who gets out-of-state tuition. Someone forwarded to me an email suggesting that perhaps, and perhaps you can correct me if I'm wrong, it was an old email, but it was an email from you that said that you supported in-state tuition for illegal aliens, Mrs. Cole. I hope that that's not accurate. So I would definitely want to keep an eye on that sort of thing. Who are we giving in-state tuition to? Is it really people who are in-state? Beyond that, I think we need to hold administrators' feet to the fire. If they won't be forthcoming with where state money is going in paying for these schools, in paying in the money that the state is providing to run these schools, then perhaps it needs to be withheld.
Thank you, Paul. Next question.
May I answer that?
Please.
I know we're in a forum debate, a forum which is really different than a debate, but
yes.
Mr. Mitchell doesn't, he's new, so he doesn't know. May I respond to that comment?
Okay.
Sandy,
If that's okay?
Yes,
Or,
please.
I'd rather not, but I understand the forum.
are you debating or clarifying here?
No, I would like to just clarify.
Mr. Mitchell?
And accusation, yes.
No objection.
No objection.
Thank
Half a
you.
minute.
I think we all know here, particularly in our area, and certainly in your high school, that there are a number of students whose parents may not be documented immigrants, but they are. They've been born in this country. And I do believe that even though they were not born in this country, but they've gone to school in Illinois and graduated from an Illinois high school and gone to an Illinois grade school and kindergarten, that they are entitled to in-state tuition. And there's a little bit difference between undocumented immigrants and illegal immigrants. These students are not illegals.
Thank you. Please know that in your closing statement, you can bring up anything you want and clarify anything, so.